Hello guys, today I've got another guide for you, but it's not DMZ this time. We're turning to Warzone 2 to complete the Rise Up Easter egg, which once completed gives you the Rise Up blueprint for the Lockman sub, or as most people know it, the MP5. The Easter egg can only be completed on the new season 4 map Vondel, and for this one you're going to need a team, because whilst you probably could do this solo, it would be a monumental task to complete and it's probably not worth trying. So, load up into a new Warzone game. I had the boys do this with me, so this is Matt and this is Chris. We went into a Resurgence Trios game, but you could do duos or quads too if you have a different team size. First of all, you need to find a small grey backpack. Now, there's 4 possible locations that this could spawn in. It can spawn at the university on the roof, the castle in the northernmost tower, the fire department roof, or the police station roof. We found the bag at all 4 spawns throughout our multiple attempts at this, but the most common spawn we found it at was the university roof. Now, we all went to each spawn location except the police station, with the idea in mind that if none of us found it at our initial locations, we'd all meet up at the police station. Once you find the bag, you'll need to interact with it. It'll prompt you to investigate. So this is where you'll need a phone or a pen and paper to make a note, because you'll do this animation where you download something to this phone and it will give you some coordinates. So you need to investigate the bag again if you miss them, but make sure you make a note of what it gives you. These coordinates correspond to a place on the map, so open up your TAC map and you want each teammate to go to a different coordinate, and you need to search for a piece of paper that will be underneath the water in the canal system somewhere. The piece of paper looks like this, and when you interact with it, it will say decode. What's really important about this though is the piece of paper will always be underwater, so you have to go into the canals to find it, but it can be anywhere. So look under bridges, on the sides of boats, and just anywhere with a flat surface. So if you see somewhere with like some rocks or like a sloped edge, you can ignore that. It's also really important to note that you must have your interaction settings changed to tap to reload. Any other interaction setting doesn't work, it's just another bug in Season 4. So here I find the first piece of paper and decode that. Meanwhile, Matt and Chris are working on the other 2 pieces of paper to find. This is where we had a lot of trouble, because our last coordinate was in G5, which covers a lot of water. Eventually, by chance, I saw this sunken boat and went to check it out, and surprisingly found the last paper on the wall of the boat. Once you've decoded all 4 papers, you'll need to wait about 5 to 10 seconds and a plane will fly overhead and drop an encrypted crate. You'll be able to see where it's going to land because there'll be a purple smoke grenade that's going off nearby. That's where the crate is going to land. Now, everyone will be able to see this crate, but as far as I'm aware, only your team can decrypt it and unlock the stuff that's inside it. So other people might rush this if they see it, but they won't be able to do anything with it. Once you've decrypted it, lots of loot will be thrown out to the floor around you. It'll include kill streaks, gas masks, and it seems a Rise Up Lockman sub for every member of your team. So there was 3 of us when we did this, and it chucked out 3 blueprints. Now, you don't need to win the game or anything like that. Once you've got the crate open, the blueprint is unlocked and you're done. So you could just quit the match if you want to, and the blueprint will be on your weapons list. A couple of things to note though. First of all, the coordinates are different every single game. So whilst you may get the same couple of coordinates each match, it might make you go to other places. The coordinates we got might not be the same ones that you get. As for where the pieces of paper in the water are, I think there might only be 1 place per coordinate, but I can't really be sure on that. I think there might be a couple of places per coordinate, so you'll just have to try and make a note of where you find each one if you have multiple attempts at this. Lastly, you need to check flat surfaces underwater. We had a couple of games where the paper was on the outside of a boat, on like the tail fin, is that what it's called? Of course, you can see here that the last one we needed was underwater inside the sunken boat on a wall. So you really are going to have to dedicate your matches to finding these. Some are fairly easy as they're right in the middle of a canal wall, and others are placed in much smaller and harder places to find. The only advice I can give you here is to just keep trying. You also need a good circle as well, because we tried this at least 5 times, if not more. Most of the time the radiation circle was closing in too fast and we had to abandon our run because we couldn't find the papers in time. But anyway, this is the blueprint. I made a couple of changes though and tuned it for accuracy at close ranges, and it works pretty well. So once you unlock it, play around with the attachments a bit and see what works for you. So that's all there is to it. Please make sure you smash that like button if you found this video helpful, and share this video with your mates as well. Comment below if you unlocked the blueprint yet, and please subscribe to the channel because it will really help me out. I'll see you in the next one. Many thanks and bye.
Did it! Yes!